Messages from Shaltazar into the depths of emotional healing. Greetings, dear ones. We are Shaltazar, the Gavish Baninu, the energy of 33, the Master Teacher, and the energy of 44, the Master Healer. The journey of healing is not one of avoidance, but of deep, conscious engagement with the emotions that have long been suppressed. This message is a call to courage, to step beyond the mind's resistance and into the sacred process of emotional transformation. Emotional healing is not about escaping pain, but about embracing it as a sacred doorway to wisdom. Many of you were never taught how to process emotions in a way that leads to true release. Instead, your mind, conditioned to protect, creates distractions, walls, and resistance to shield you from discomfort. But true emotional healing cannot be rushed. That which remains unprocessed must be released in layers, allowing for deep integration and transformation. The path to wholeness requires you to sit with your discomfort, to listen to the wisdom it carries, and trust in this journey's slow unfolding. We understand that stepping into the fire of past pain can feel overwhelming. The mind, believing it must protect you, fights to maintain control, keeping you disconnected from what must be felt in order to heal. But you cannot overpower the mind into submission. Instead, healing comes when the heart and mind work together in harmony. The heart must gently speak to the mind with kindness, reassuring it that renewal is not a threat, but a path to wholeness. Rather than resisting each other, they must negotiate a new balance where logic and emotion coexist in trust. Only in the sacred partnership can deep transformation unfold. Emotional healing requires patience, courage, and surrender. To truly let go of the protective mind and access the depths of unprocessed emotions, one must cultivate both trust and stillness. Begin by quieting the mind through breath, meditation, or gentle movement. Shift awareness from thoughts to sensations within your body. Feel the tension, the resistance, the fear. Acknowledge them without judgment. Whisper to your mind that it is safe to loosen its grip, that it no longer needs to shield you from what longs to be felt. With patience and compassion, let emotions arise, honoring them as visitors bearing gifts of wisdom and release. Often, naming your feelings can be a helpful starting point, but do not stop there. Emotions are energy. They move, shift, and evolve beyond the limits of a single word. Instead of confining them to labels, allow yourself to go deeper, sensing their essence beyond the mind's need to categorize. Breathe into the emotion, letting it expand within you. Feel it without resistance, without needing to explain or justify it. Trust that emotions, like waves, will rise, crest and eventually subside when given the space to do so. When fear arises, acknowledge it with loving kindness. When grief surfaces, let it be felt fully without needing to understand why. Simply allow. These feelings may be uncomfortable and unpleasant, but they are a part of you. No matter how scary they seem, they are not your enemy. It is through acceptance, not avoidance, that they are transmuted into wisdom. The more you resist them, the more power they gain over you. But when you soften into them, when you give them space without judgment, they begin to shift, revealing their true purpose. This is the art of emotional healing, meeting each feeling with presence, listening to its message, and letting it reveal what it needs to without interference. In doing so, emotions will move through you, clearing what no longer serves and makes space for clarity, peace, and inner freedom. To truly heal, you must uncover the wisdom embedded in your lower and slower emotions. Fear may arise not as a force to paralyze you, but as a signal pointing to where trust is needed. Grief, though heavy, is often an invitation to honor what was lost while opening space for new beginnings. Anger may surge, revealing a boundary that has been crossed or an injustice that seeks resolution. Loneliness is not merely an absence of connection, but a call to deepen the relationship within yourself. Shame may surface not to condemn you, but to encourage self-forgiveness and the release of unrealistic expectations. Guilt can be a reminder to realign with your values, while frustration may be a sign that you are resisting a necessary change. Even apathy, though numbing, can indicate emotional exhaustion and the need for deep rest and renewal. Every emotion carries a deeper truth, a message waiting to be heard. Realizing and surfacing this truth is an art, not a science. There is no formula or fixed method, only the practice of patient observation and deep listening. Trust that clarity will come in its own time. Be gentle with yourself, for learning to interpret the language of your emotions is a practice that unfolds through experience and presence. And we hear you ask, why do my old wounds return when I thought I had healed them? Because healing occurs in cycles. Each time you revisit a past wound, you have the opportunity to release another layer, to deepen your understanding, and to step closer to your truest, most radiant self. Healing is not meant to be instant, much like the slow ripening of fruit or the unfolding of a butterfly from its cocoon. Your transformation takes time. The slow release ensures that what is let go does not return, that it is integrated rather than suppressed. The mind will tempt you with impatience, urging you to seek quick fixes, but the heart knows the truth. Healing is not a race, but a sacred unfolding. And so we ask you, what are you ready to release? And what are you ready to welcome? Each time you surrender a piece of your suffering, you contribute to the healing of the whole. You are not alone in this journey. There is a great collective rising, a wave of souls awakening to the truth that suffering is not meant to imprison you, but to be transmuted into love, wisdom, and compassion. We bring you this message from a place of love. Our love for you is unconditional and everlasting. Now go forth and embrace the sacred unfolding of your journey. Trust that emotional healing is a process, not a destination, and that each step taken in surrender brings you closer to your true essence. This journey may not always be pleasant, but it is necessary. The discomfort you feel is not a punishment, but an initiation, an opportunity to break free from old burdens and step into greater peace, harmony, contentment, and love. Allow yourself to sit with discomfort, to move through the lower and slower energies with patience, knowing that transformation occurs in layers over time. Let go of the illusion of instant release or avoidance and welcome the profound wisdom that emerges from deep, intentional, emotional healing.